Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Well, after a fun and successful summer with numerous camps, special events, pool attractions, and much, much more, the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department begins the process of transitioning back into more of our monthly programming options for many of our divisions and activities. Joining me today are our Senior and Therapeutics Administrator, Traci Hamby, and her Assistant and Franklin Senior Coordinator, Lindsey Wood, here to talk about a variety of their upcoming fall programs for those ages 55 and over, as well as individuals with physical or intellectual disabilities. Ladies, thanks for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you here.
We're excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you.
So gearing back up for the fall, you guys had a wonderful summer with Camp Will, a very successful summer where you doubled your camp this year to 2 sites and had an amazing time at both locations. We've packed away camp, the arduous duty that is, and are focusing now on more of the ongoing monthly programming that you all are used to organizing and offering to the public 3/4 of the year.
Right.
So transitioning back into that, we'll start off talking with your senior programs and what you all offer through that division to the general public. There are a variety of options that you all have in your program for individuals ages 55 and over. Mainly, though, they fall under either fitness programs or social programs, and you could probably call the fitness program social as well. Yeah. Let's start off talking with the fitness classes. You all have a variety of fitness classes, and like we've talked about before, Traci, this is really an area where there has been a tremendous amount of growth for our department.
No, you're right, and the seniors that we see moving into Williamson County, or maybe they're already established here, they want to be fit, they want to be active. They want to make friends and maintain a certain style, certain lifestyle, if you will. And so this is just something that kind of goes hand in hand with all of that. But we offer a variety of different exercise classes, land-based and water-based, that can suit anybody's needs and wants.
I know we'll start talking with the Franklin location because there are a large variety of fitness programs that are offered through that facility. Some new additions to this program include a new advanced senior yoga class. Yoga's been a very popular physical activity for seniors here recently.
It has been. And the class that we initially had on our class schedule was a chair-based yoga class. And we had a variety of participants that were enjoying that format, but they got to where they could handle something a little bit more advanced. And so that's where the advanced senior yoga came into play. It's the same instructor as our Silver Sneakers Yoga. Her name's Leslie Roberts, but it's more floor work. And so folks will bring their own mat. They'll do a variety of different poses on the floor, stretching and strengthening that core. And it's got a great little group right now. So it meets once a week on Tuesdays from 11:25 to 12:25, and it's $4 walk-in fee unless you've got one of our variety of different passes.
Yes, and I love too how you guys take into account what's happening with your population, with the people utilizing your programs, and are willing to listen and adapt to them when there are modifications and changes that can be made that would enhance their overall experience.
Well, sure, and if they start off with something that's very basic, you're going to continue to build and hone in on those skills to where they can handle class that's more advanced and in-depth, and so it's ever evolving.
Correct. You all are still offering some of the traditional classes, though, including power tools. I like to refer to it as the fitness class that started it all.
Yes.
Training wheels, Zumba Gold, Silver Sneakers Classic, Silver Sneakers Yoga, lots of opportunity for seniors to stay active with a variety of these programs. And then there's also a great water component to the fitness classes at the Franklin Rec Center as well, and a lot of great aqua fitness classes that are all kind of different levels and intensities.
Yes, we've got some that are more low impact. Maybe you'll see folks working on range of motion and whatever have you in the shallow end of the pool. And then for the more high impact, intense classes, they're in the deep end working on kicks, and there's an aerobic component while maintaining that flexibility and that strength all at the same time. So there's something for everyone.
Exactly. And these water aerobic classes are held at the indoor pool, so they are year round for people who, whenever they want to get in the water. Let's move on next to the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. You mentioned that Leslie Roberts was doing the yoga program at Franklin. She also has an amazing yoga program and a tremendous following at the Longview Recreation Center.
It's huge. So she offers senior yoga twice a week at that facility. But then Friday, there's a third class that's more senior yoga strength. And so it incorporates more free weights and other tools to help strengthen the body in addition to maintaining that flexibility that you would get with a yoga class. So her classes are Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 12:30 to 1:30. In addition to senior yoga and senior yoga stretch, we also offer aerobic fit on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's more cardio dance fitness, if you will, and it meets from 12:30 to 1:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And there's also a great aqua fitness program at Longview and the indoor pool there as well.
Right.
Then in Nolensville, again, another very successful yoga program that's run by Karen Dunn.
Yes. So Karen teaches classes for us on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Julie Smith teaches for us Mondays and Wednesdays. So we offer that yoga class at a variety of different times. And then in addition to yoga, we also offer Zumba Gold at that facility. We have a senior sculpt class that meets on Saturdays, and we have a senior circuit class that meets on Thursdays. So fitness is popular.
Very popular.
A lot of demand there.
There is. And if classes just aren't someone's niche, if it's just not the environment they feel comfortable in, there are a lot of indoor amenities that provide a wonderful array of activity for seniors to engage in. And over the past year and a half, the department has been very active in securing ourselves with reimbursable programs through insurance companies that can cover some of this amenity and programming use.
Yes, so we currently accept Silver Sneakers, Silver and Fit, and Blue Cross Blue Shield Prime. And so if you find that you have that component to your insurance benefits, if you will, you can come into any of our facilities and basically use them free of charge. So whether you want to take a class, you want to swim in a pool, or maybe just do the wellness center on your own, it would cover all of those things.
All those things. It's a great benefit. And even if you don't have any of these health incentives on your private health insurance, passes and general admission for seniors is discounted to a very reasonable rate. A walk-in rate is just $2 for daily admission. It's $4 for a class. There are also pass options, a 30-visit convenience pass, a monthly premium pass, or a standard or premium annual pass. For more information about the reimbursables, the senior fitness classes, or our pass options, you can visit our website at wcparksandrec.com. The second component to what you guys offer in the seniors division, though, is more the social side. And you guys have some wonderfully structured senior programs. Probably the most popular senior program that probably has the longest history and some of the best attendance are your monthly potluck and bingo socials. I think there's a certain segment of our seniors who plan a lot of their activities around these events because they love them so much. Lindsey, talk to us a little bit about this program and kind of what you all offer with it.
Yes, so we offer a monthly potluck and bingo, and not just at our Franklin facility. We also offer it at Longview and at Nolensville. At Franklin, it's usually on a Monday, and it just kind of depends on how the calendar falls as to what Monday. And then at Longview, it's on Tuesdays, and at Nolensville, it's on a Wednesday, and we do it once a month. I would say at Franklin, we've had up to 60 to 65 attendees, depending on the month. It is a great way to socialize. We've had a lot of people, new to the area that find out, oh, there's a potluck and bingo. It's a way to get connected into the community, to find out what other seniors are doing. And then we really get to socialize and have fun after we eat lunch with the bingo aspect of it. And they like to add some humor into it. So we have a lot of fun doing that. So
it's a wonderful program. It's free for anyone to participate in. We do have advanced registration procedures so that we know kind of what to prepare for as far as setup and food options. But we ask for our participants to bring a side dish or dessert to share. The department provides our main dish, our drinks, and bingo prizes. And it's always a very fun afternoon for those potluck and bingo events. The department also has a very well-structured and very popular drop-in bowling program that you all partner with the Franklin Family Entertainment Center to offer.
Yeah, and so that's usually on Mondays, and I think they've actually already added Fridays to that as well. And so people are interested in bowling, they can go. I think it's like $1.50 or something to bowl. They go just to the Franklin Family Entertainment Center. They pay the center. It doesn't have to come through us. You don't have to pre-register. You truly just drop in and find some friends and start bowling. And they have a lot of fun. It's another way to really enjoy to socialize with seniors your age.
Absolutely. There's also an open cards program that you run out of the Williamson County Recreation Complex at Nolensville now that meets like 12 to 4, which is just a kind of drop-in if you want to hang out, you know, kind of program. But your day trips are another component of the senior social programs that you guys usually see a great amount of turnout in with some of the local-based destinations that you choose. Tell us a little bit about some of the day trips that you have planned for the fall.
Yeah, so our day trips are another really fun social activity that we do. In the fall, in September, we're going to the Milky Way Farm, and it's actually the farm that was done by the guy who did Mars, has all the success with the Milky Way bar. We're going to his farm. There's a lot of different aspects there. We'll actually get to eat on site, and so it's an all-inclusive trip. Then we're going to Jack Daniel's Distillery, and I've never heard of it before, but it was a big hit among the seniors, is Miss Mary Bobo's, which is the restaurant there. And so again, it's an all-inclusive trip. The fee you pay includes the cost of lunch. It'll be a little bit of a longer day trip, but I think it's going to be well worth the drive. And then in November, we're going to the George Jones Museum. So that's one of the new museums in downtown Nashville, right on Riverfront Park. We're going to have lunch there. It'll be Dutch treat, so people will need to bring their own money to pay for lunch. But the cost includes transportation and admission to the museum. So it's going to be, we got some really fun things planned that we're really excited about sharing with our seniors.
Well, it's a great way to kind of be a tourist in your own town.
It is.
And, you know, visit some of these sites. Maybe you don't want to drive yourself, or, you know,
Right.
maybe it would be funner if we went with a group, you know, something like that, where these trips are a wonderful fit. Like you said, transportation is included with all the trips. That fee is already averaged into your cost for the program. Sometimes lunch is, sometimes it isn't. But you guys do a wonderful job of laying these out in a quarterly newsletter every 3 months, so that people have a way to kind of plan for some of these things, and they know in advance if this is one that includes lunch, or we need to bring some cash with us, those kinds of things. And I love the variety that you put into the trips that you plan, and you don't repeat the same trip back to back to back.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, we have so many folks that are new to this area, where some folks, the veterans of Williamson County, if you will, where they might be familiar with everything that we have to offer in the Middle Tennessee area, but for those folks that are new, they don't realize everything attraction-wise, that there is so much history here, and so that's always fun to see folks new to the area, learning about Middle Tennessee, what their new home, what all it encompasses.
And these trips are open to the general public. They're not just based out of seniors who participate in programs at the Franklin Rec Center, or even if you haven't used a Williamson County Parks and Recreation amenity before, anyone who is 55 or older is able to register for these trips, come with us, enjoy parts of our larger community or community at large, and get to meet some great people, have a lot of fun, do great times. All of our day trips, though, do require advanced registration, which is very, very important. It's also required for the potluck, and bingos like we talked about earlier. Registration can be done through our website. In fact, registration for our fall programs is already available through our website, again at wcparksandrec.com. You can also stop by any Williamson County Parks and Recreation main facility and register through the kiosk in our lobby. So if you just happen to be dropping in one day to take a tour or for your weekly yoga class, you can register for the programs as well while you're in the building. Take care of all that at one time. I did mention briefly your quarterly newsletter. Before the break, tell us how people can find that and how they can get more information about your programs.
Yeah, so our quarterly newsletter, it's available in the lobby of all of our facilities, and it's also available online. So if they don't come into the center regularly, or it's not a convenient stop, they can go online and easily print it out. It prints out nicely in color or in black and white. And then we do also always have copies available in the lobby, so that if people need access to it, they can grab it there. And then anytime they have any questions, they're welcome to give me a phone call, or if they're at the Nolensville facility, they can reach out to the staff there and ask any questions they may have.
Wonderful. All right, we're going to take a real quick break. Y'all stay tuned though. When we come back, we'll talk about the other side of their division and our therapeutic programming that we offer through the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Stay tuned.
Bricks. Sturdy, heavy, hard, smooth, rough, narrow, wide, ignored as ordinary, yet formed with ancient skills. Bricks offer security without aggression. White to black, rose to cream to gray, touches of purple, magenta, vermilion. The history and moods of earth are revealed by their presence. Used for strength, yet brittle, bricks shed chips when tumbled, but last centuries stacked tightly. They stand steady, offer the pleasures of earth, a sense of time, rarely intrude, simply wait for the observer's eye.
Welcome back to It's About You. Today we're talking about fall programming with our Senior and Therapeutics Division. For the first half of the show, we focused on our senior-based programming for individuals ages 55 and over. For the second half, we're going to be talking about our therapeutic division and the programs that we offer for individuals with physical or intellectual disabilities. Like we talked about at the very beginning of the show, you guys had a wonderful summer with Camp Will, another truly rewarding experience for both our staff and the families in Williamson County, and a great summer I think was had by all. With camp ending though, you guys are moving back into our facilities for your more monthly based therapeutic recreation opportunities that you offer on an ongoing basis every month. And we'll talk a little bit about the Franklin complex. I know we always start with Franklin, but it's kind of where these programs originated. So
It's our main hub.
Yeah, it's our main hub, and so it's probably where we see the most amount of participation in our therapeutic programming because it's had the longest basis to draw from as far as people knowing about the program and being involved with the program. So we'll start there. You guys offer quarterly programming again, September, October, November, full months, all with a variety of different therapeutic programs. We'll stay with you, Lindsey. Talk to us about the variety of things that you guys have coming up this fall for therapeutics.
Well, at Franklin, like you said, it is our main hub, so we stay pretty busy there with our therapeutics programs. On Thursday nights, you can get a variety of things from Potluck and Bingo to games galore, to recreation nights, to even a throwback Thursdays. So depending on the event you're coming for, depends on what you get. Your Potluck and Bingo is typically where you bring your sides, we provide the entree and the drinks, and then people bring sides and desserts to share, and we usually have plenty of food. It's a lot of good food that the participants really enjoy. And then once we're done with dinner, then we end up actually going into bingo. We do have, since it is a therapeutics group, if kids need, or some of the people with special needs need assistance, we ask they bring their own caregiver, but then we do also have extra staff that can kind of float and help out with identifying different numbers and letters and things as needed. So, but they have a lot of fun. We provide the prizes, and they get very excited when they get the grand prize at coverall, or even just, the little prizes through each round. So then with games galore, again, depending on the month, depends on what activity we're doing. It's always a game or physical based activity. And so I think we're doing one of the activities this month is badminton that we'll be doing, and the participants really enjoy. For our recreation night, one of our big things coming up is our fall festival, and that's always a huge activity and group that come with that. We do a DJ, we do a hayride, and again, it's another night they just really, really enjoy. And then in October, we'll have our Halloween party, and so lots of fun stuff coming up for that. Those are pretty much our Thursday night events. Other things that we do throughout the week, we have a miscellaneous Mondays activity, and it's based on the month, and you do a certain set of crafts for the month, kind of depending on, we'll do some fall crafts and things like that for one of the months based on what's coming up. For Tuesdays, we do bowling, and so they meet at the Franklin Family Entertainment Center. You meet there. You don't have to pre-register. All of our other activities, we do need pre-registrations just so we know how many to plan on and make sure we have enough supplies and food. But for the bowling, you just show up at the Franklin Family Entertainment Center. You pay $3. It gets you your shoes and all the equipment you would need, and then you can go and bowl. And it's a good way for them to socialize with each other. If they don't know others in the community, they can kind of socialize. Parents can network and that kind of thing. And they just really enjoy getting their scores and seeing how they can do with bowling. And then on Wednesdays, we do a fitness fun. And so it's a kind of an earlier in the afternoon class from, I think it's 4 to 4:50. And they get to come, and we actually do physical activities and physical exercise based on their abilities. So we don't do anything too challenging that would cause frustration. We make sure we keep it within their abilities. And usually we do some weights and some exercises, and then we usually take a walk either on the indoor or the outdoor track, depending on the weather. And we got a pretty good core group for that. And again, if they need assistance, we can provide some of it. And then others, if they need more support, then we ask they bring a caregiver.
With them. It's a lot of variety in this. All of these programs really are scheduled in the late afternoon to early evening hours. So it's functional around maybe school times or other
Work
activities
schedule.
during the day, work schedule, those kinds of things. Most of them are for young adults and up. So it's a different opportunity for a different population to have some of these kind of more ongoing social outreaches and ways to connect with people. Like what you were saying, all of our Thursday therapeutic programs do involve dinner with them as well, so meals are included in those. And there's, like you were saying, a lot of variety for people to kind of pick and choose from about what they might like to incorporate into a day. We have some wonderful programs at Longview as well. I know that program, they tend to find their niche. You know, every time we open a new facility, we offer therapeutic programming. And, you know, there's usually a couple that take off right from the beginning, but then sometimes you try new things and, you know, offer new things to find out what the niche is there. The people that we work with mostly at the Longview Recreation Center, they love that potluck.
They do. So we, in addition to what Lindsey talked about with the Franklin Potluck and Bingo for Therapeutics, we offer the same thing at our Longview facility. It typically takes place on a Wednesday night each month, 5:30 to 7:30. We provide the entree and the drinks and the bingo prizes, but we do ask people to bring a side dish or dessert to share. And we typically will average, I would say, between 30 to 45 folks that come each specific potluck and bingo night. So that seems to be the IT program for Longview. But then in addition to that, at all of our 3 locations, meaning Franklin, Longview, and Nolensville, we do also offer a respite program. And so this is something that takes place one Saturday a month. Now, Franklin offers it on a monthly basis, where Nolensville and Longview, we alternate every other month. But this is one Saturday a month, and it's geared towards folks that are 6 through the age of 23, where basically it's a mini version of Camp Will. We'll go swimming. We'll do arts and crafts projects. We might play the Wii or racquetball or basketball, whatever have you. But it runs from 10 to 3, and we staff it with Camp Will staff as well as a nurse. So think of it as a mini camp day that you get to have throughout the school year before camp season starts all over again. And then also, what's worked for us at Nolensville, completely separate from everything that we've offered at Franklin and at Longview, is a Parents' Night In program, and then also a Parents' Night Out. So for Parents' Night In, it's structured in several different hour-and-a-half time frames. But if mom or dad want to come work out, take an aerobics class, go to the wellness center, go play basketball, we can provide the care for their kids as well as siblings for them to be able to do that. And so keeping them mentally sharp and prepared, and then know that their kids are being taken care of and doing a variety of fun activities. But then 2, Parents' Night Out happens once a month, where we provide total care for that program, so mom and dad can go out to dinner and go do something fun together, and they've got that respite care too.
Yes. That's a very important part of the program, I think, to highlight. You call respite kind of like a mini camp, and in a lot of ways it is. There are so many benefits to this respite program, though, that I don't think you always appreciate from the beginning when you're just, reading the description, like, oh, this could be fun. what I see more now is how much of an incentive it is for the caregivers.
Yes.
So that they have their opportunities to take on some downtime as well. And I love how you staff it with counselors and nurses from Camp Will. For the children who are involved in the summer camp program, it's a great way for them to stay connected with the staff throughout the course of the other 9 months of the year, so that when camp rolls back around, they're coming back to see friends and really getting to enjoy that 7-week process without, who are these people, and all those initial things that everyone has to learn with a program.
Right.
Those kinds of things. And I love how with the Parents Night In program, you offer it to siblings as well, because there's not always that immediate connection as a person who has a child with a disability in their family. I know sometimes my sister's like, well, if I can find particular services for one of my kids, it's great, but that doesn't always mean that there's something for his
the
brother
other,
who's
right.
a traditional developing child, and being able to, to have both of that together is a great benefit and asset to offer to the community. Lovely. Love what you all do. It's all so much fun. We also are trying to expand some of these therapeutic programs into Fairview as well.
We are currently offering or trying a potluck and bingo. We do have some folks, whether they're involved with the WAVES program out in Fairview or whatever have you, that typically will commute to one of our other facilities. So in August, we are trying a potluck and bingo just to see what type of response we might get to see. Is this something that we keep, or do we tweak it into something else? We're feeling out
putting some feelers out there.
Yes, putting some feelers out there to see what interest might be to possibly expand to that location too.
Wonderful. Always room to grow.
That's right.
Great. Well, with these therapeutic programs, basically everything but bowling does require advanced registration. Information for all of the fall dates for September, October, and November is already available through our website, again at wcparksandrec.com. Visit us there and you can log on to register for as many of these programs as you want. We're happy to have you at them all. More in-depth information will also be available through the website on specific days, dates, times, costs, and if a caregiver is needed to attend with these particular events. Our therapeutic programming is also included into a quarterly newsletter as well. And Lindsey, is it the same distribution method as the senior newsletter?
Same as the senior, so it'll be available online or it would be available in the lobby. I do also believe we put those out at some of those events so that people can grab them, at the first of the month. Instead of, if they don't remember at the lobby, they'll see it right there when they're coming into one of our programs.
Well, and also on the website there, specific to our division, there's a section that says senior newsletter or therapeutics newsletter, and it lists contact information. And so that's something too that we also email blast every quarter. And so if that's something that you want sent to your email inbox, Lindsey's contact information, and then our coworker that handles the therapeutic activities, her information is listed too. So that's another option.
Yes, plenty of ways to communicate what we have going on, and we would love you all to be a part of it all. So if you're interested, please remember log on to our website at wcparksandrec.com to find out more information about our senior and therapeutic programs, as well as the other department events, like our upcoming Mighty Tykes Triathlon. It's scheduled on Saturday, August the 27th at the Williamson County Recreation Complex at Nolensville. This pint-sized event offers a real-life triathlon experience for young athletes ages 3 to 6 and is just $10. More information is available through our website. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube for photos and videos of all of our exciting offerings. Well, ladies, I want to thank you for joining us today. It's been a pleasure to have you, and I wish you the best of luck with all of your fall programs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank you guys for joining us for today's show as well. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.